Ready? You're good? Go.
I would like you to think about a loved one in a hospital. Consider them at their final ends, and all they're waiting on is one phone call. One phone call that could keep them with you for another 10, 15, to even 20 years. Now imagine a world where that phone call will never come. There's nobody in the world who has even signed up for organ donation. So that loved one that you hold so dear is no longer with us. And that person down the hall that needed a heart is no longer here anymore either. Think about your mother, your father, your brother, or your sister, and the possibility that one thing could change their entire lives. One thing that you could choose to do that would help them stay in this world just a little bit longer. By making a decision, organ donation is something that could change their lives every single day. Losing a loved one is one of the hardest things that anyone could ever decide to do or have happen to them. The even harder decision is what to do with them when there is nothing left to do. In a research study that happened a few years ago, parents had lost their children, and that conversation had never come up of what would happen with their children once they were gone. 199 children in this research study qualified as brain dead. Out of those 199 children, 152 of those cases qualified for organ donation. Out of those 152 cases, 63% of them qualified for gave consent for organ donation. And out of those 63, there was 75% that were able to successfully donate, which averaged at 3.26 organs per donation, which meant 4 people's lives were saved per child whose parents decided to make that organ donation change. According to the HRSA, there are 112,000 people as of March 2020 who are currently on the transplant list. Every day, 20 people die waiting on that phone call. And then every 10 minutes, there is an additional person added to the transplant list. I have officially talked to you about the fact of how bad there is a need in America for organ donation. And now I would like to talk to you about how there could be a change and how the numbers could turn to where more people would be accepted for organ donation. One way to expand the number of organs available for transplant is to expand the numbers of the people accepted through carefully and safely considering the options through an expanded research study. Individuals on the transplant list with the process of how organ donation works. There was a study that examines the breakdown of the organ donation process. With this, it came out to find out that consequently, in that year of the research study, 6,508 people died waiting for a transplant. Unfortunately, it remains a short-term organ donation, and this created a need for those critically ill patients to rely purely on staying in a hospital bed. With this, I ask you to think about your loved ones. Think about your father, your brother, your own child if you have one. Wouldn't you like to be the bright light in their life that keeps them around just a little while longer? Wouldn't you like to be the person that changes a life? I ask you to not be the bystander to the bully that we call the human body, who has unfortunately given a lot of our loved ones a cruel twist of fate and has wanted to take them from us earlier than we've expected. Be the change that you want to be, and don't be the bystander that lets things just pass on by.